Good afternoon. Now picture this. You've just stepped foot into Fort Shirley for the very first time. The sun dips low, casting a golden hue across the cabarets. A soft jazz melody floats through the air, blending with the heartbeat of Creole rhythms. You're welcomed by smiling faces, the scent of delicious Creole cuisine, rum punch, cocktails, and the colors that mirror the Caribbean sunset. Everywhere you look, there's something to admire. Creole sunset chic fashion, the artisans proudly offering handmade jewelry, spices, and crafts at Boutique Dominique. Families relax on blankets, friends sway to the beat, and for the very first time, the visitor, they're no longer just observing, they are part of it, soaking in the culture, the flavor, the energy that can only be found at Jazz and Creole. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official Jazz and Creole press conference, your all access preview to Dominica's most elegant outdoor festival. This afternoon, you'll hear from our key sponsors, talented artists, fringe event organizers, and stakeholders who continue to shape the beautiful experience. Get ready for exciting updates. But before I proceed further, permit me to recognize you who are in our audience and tuned in online. Greetings to the Honorable Roland Royer, Parliamentary Representative for the Cottage constituency. Miss Ayodele Andrew, Festival and Events Manager for Discover Dominica Authority. Mr. Nigel Harv, Acting Forester of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division. Acting Assistant Forest Officer of the Forestry Wildlife, Mr. Lester Roberts. Good afternoon to our Jazz and Creole fringe artist, Miss Abia Israel, to the fringe event organizers, members of the media, other invited guests, viewers tuning live via MO News, DFC, Ministry of Tourism, Kyrie FM, and also live on radio, DBS and Kyrie FM. Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon. My name is Monel Alexis. I'm the Public Relations and Communication Specialist for Discover Dominica Authority, and this afternoon I am your guide for this press conference. Now, let's begin. First up, I invite to the podium one of our artists who will be performing for the Jazz and Creole experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome to the podium Miss Abia Israel.
Thank you very much. And I am very tall, as you can tell. I hope you can hear me well. To the Honorable Minister Roland Roy, Parliamentary Representative for the Cottage constituency. Better. Miss Ayodele Andrew, Festival and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority. Mr. Nigel Harv, Acting Forester of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division. Mr. Lester Roberts, Acting Assistant Forest Officer of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division. Everyone, invited guests, Jazz and Creole artists, fringe events partners, members of the media, other invited guests. Thank you so much for being here today. I am Abia Yisrael, and I'm very excited to be a part of this year's Jazz and Creole event. I remember a sort of prophecy was made last year when I was backing up Michael Henderson and her band. That was my first experience at Jazz and Creole. And someone told me, Abia, next year, tell DFC check you. So, so the prophecy has come to pass. So thank you for having me. I look forward to having an excellent performance for you. We have been practicing very hard for it, and expect a mix of my Kada Calypso genre as well as reggae genre. And you will notice that originally I do intertwine my genres with jazz. I'm also a calypsonian as well, so I do enjoy various genres that you will hear on May 4th at Portsmouth Fort Shirley Jazz and Creole event. I just want to tell you some of my recent or most recent, achievements. As I said, I am a calypsonian as well. In 2022, during the virtual calypso competition, I emerged third runner-up during that time. And guess who was second runner up? It was Sour, King Sour. And I this year, that year was always memorable for me, as well as I have been at the top 10 and 20 charts of the France iTunes reggae charts. Herb Tree, one of my most popular singles, reggae single, climbed its way up to the top 100 on the Norwegian iTunes charts after its release in March 2020. Protect Me, another tune that you will hear, in April 2021, reached number one in Sweden reggae iTunes charts. And I've also been featured on Shawnee B's BBC One Extra radio program, as well as Vibes Radio in Kenya. That's a big deal, by the way. That's a huge radio station in Kenya, Vibes Radio Kenya. And also a television interview on Ainuro in Kenya. That's a TV, another popular television station. So I've been around for a while, and I hope that after my performance that you can really see what I am made of, my strengths, and enjoy and go look for the music. And I'm excited to share the stage with lovely, lovely other artists as well. Thank you. By law, I have to sing. I'm going to sing Woman, another tune I will be introducing to you at Jazz and Creole. Cannot be measured, neither bought nor sold for silver or gold. Refuse to be restrained, unchained and free, my destiny I pursue. Never afraid, bold and courageous, got to stand up for my rights. Redefining stereotypical boundaries, the strength of a woman. Oh, woman, your blessing so divine, strength of a woman, fruits of life she brings. Oh, woman, your blessing so divine, strength of a woman, fruits of life she brings. Thank you.
And that strength will be on full display May 4th at the Caprice National Park for our 13th edition of Dominica's Jazz and Creole. But who else will you see on the main stage? Think Swinging Stars, Signal Band, Colton T, Mary Pascal, Shalina, Colleen XP, and our regional artists, Etienne Charles from Trinidad and Tobago, Itana from Jamaica, and our Dominican international artist, Marie Claire Giraud, who currently resides in New York. Now, for our Fringe calendar, we have over 20 events for the Jazz and Creole experience. This afternoon, you'll hear from some Fringe organizers who will tell you all the details of their amazing events. First up, someone who goes by the name of Monel. Hello, Monel. She'll be presenting on the event Aura, the Premium Brunch.
Honorable Roland Royer, Parliamentary Representative for the Cottage Constituency, Ms. Ayodele Andrew, Festivals and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Nigel Have, Acting Forester of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division, Mr. Lester Roberts, Acting Assistant Forest Officer of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division, Jazz and Creole artists, Jazz and Creole Fringe partners, members of the media, other invited guests, viewers tuned in live on social media and on the radio via Kyrie FM and DBS Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am Monel Latouche, and I am here to tell you, get ready for an unforgettable fusion of music, vibes, and luxury as we unveil Aura, the ultimate premium brunch experience. Step into a world of elegance, indulgence, and unforgettable vibes. Join us where luxury meets flavor and every moment is pure magic. Gourmet brunch selection served at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come early and enjoy. Oral signature cocktails, sophisticated ambiance with a VIP experience, live DJs, and exclusive entertainment to include. French soca lovers' own DJ Donkers. International soca DJ, the soca boss, DJ Gel, first time performing in Dominica. Unstoppable DJ Slim, Selector Urban, DJ Rems, and with a strong compa foundation and known for their Caribbean fusion style, the Ecstasy Band. For online tickets, check Eventbrite. And for physical tickets, contact our Aura ambassadors at 277-8368 and 616-4966. Our website is www.eliteproductions.com. That's www.elit3productions.com. This isn't just a brunch, it's a vibe, a unique experience. Or a brunch, ultimate brunch experience. Brunch in style. Elevate your weekend. Aura awaits you. See you there. Thank you very much and have a pleasant afternoon.
And thank you very much, Miss Mona Latouche. We are definitely looking forward to elevating our jazz and Creole weekend. And we're doing that by booking a stay in Portsmouth, one of the options, and of course, attending most or if not all of the fringe activities. Up next, let's talk Jazz in Paradise. For that event, I invite to the podium Mr. Diane Douglas. Yeah.
Good afternoon to all. And I want to acknowledge the minister and the secretary and all of you in attendance today. Um, this is our second edition of presenting to you Jazz and Arts in Paradise. And for this, I'm very, 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 very excited about our lineup and some of the our artists that we have performing. One of our main events is a group called Vukum from Guadeloupe. And this is a 40-member cultural group with drums and I've seen them perform, and that is an event. That is very, very, very beautiful. So I think we have planned that on Friday the 2nd, they will have a jump up in the street in Portsmouth. I think that's confirmed. And then following at Saturday the 3rd, they'll perform for us at Born Paradise Valley. In the lineup to the other things we have another artist from America that I've been following for years. They did a lot of beautiful paintings, and she's coming to do a live demonstration for us. Also, we have a sculptor, and this is somebody I would like to um, elaborate more about, and we will also get together to do things in Dominica to create land art with using rocks and some of our natural materials that we have. We have on that very day, don't forget, we have a pig roast. We have a florist from Guadeloupe, a master florist from Guadeloupe that's going to come and do a class. And I encourage all of you to come and join in that beautiful stuff. We have the cultural small young artists, painters. Also, they're going to be involved on the grounds doing live art paintings and things like that. So, and obviously our local cuisine, different foods, and so we are encouraging all the public to come and join us at Paradise Valley and celebrate a great afternoon of arts and culture and food and entertainment. And I think it's one of a kind, and I'm very, very excited to offer that to all of you, and so come and visit and come and join us for that event. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Douglas. We're looking forward to attending that event on May 3rd in Paradise Valley. That's in Bourne up in the north. Because remember, your weekend stays in the north. So that is an option for you and one you would want to attend. Up next, it's time to get sour. Or maybe not, but let's talk. Soursop Jazz. I invite to the podium Marcella Andre to present on that event.
Good afternoon. Let me recognize the parliamentary representative for the Cottage constituency, the Honorable Roland Royer, the Festival and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Iodeli Andrew, the Acting Forester of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division, Mr. Nigel Harv, and the distinguished ladies and gentlemen in this room. I'd like to say to Abia, it was beautiful to hear your voice, and we can't wait to see you on the Jazz and Creole stage. So I am Marcella Andre, and I am here representing two entities. First, the Soursop Bar and Grill, and the newly formed band Artbeat 1561, of which I am the manager. So I want to tell you that Portsmouth has vibes, and you got to come down. So here's the thing. We know that normally everybody comes to Roseau, everybody comes to the South. And I want to say to the Festivals Commission that we're happy that you have given us an opportunity to show what we've got in Portsmouth. And you've already heard about the great things that are coming. You've heard about the jazz event that's going to be held. You've heard Mr. Douglas speak about Jazz in Paradise. I'm very excited about that because I love the drums. So I'm not sure I'm going to be in the streets, but I'll be around, okay? We'll be watching them in the streets. So I want to tell you about the beauty of collaboration. Soursop Bar and Grill is owned by Mr. Ashton Revere, who is also in the room with us today. And Artbeat 1561 is a new band that recently started. Their first performance was actually last week, Friday. And I can tell you that everybody in the house was absolutely surprised by what they saw. Let's talk about Soursop. You can consider it a hidden gem, but we don't want it to be hidden anymore. For those of you who do not know about Soursop Bar and Grill, you are missing some good food. You're missing some great cocktails, okay? I'm not telling on myself, but I'm just saying there are some great drinks. And we want you to come and experience Soursop Bar and Grill. One of the things that's unique about the Soursop Bar and Grill is everything that it is made of. It's bamboo, it's wood, it's unique art done by the owner himself. There's a bottle, a chandelier bottle, okay? A chandelier made of bottles. All unique things. And the vibe, the atmosphere when you go there, it feels like you can stay there for hours and hours. And so we want you to come. And I'm telling you, I even brought the menu to show you because the food is great. I'm going to tell you that one of my favorites is a goat water. Goat water is great. And the grilled lobster, okay? Those are just my favorites, but you're going to have to come and check for yourself. The drinks are great. Now, let me tell you about Artbeat 1561. So we talk about loving collaboration, and everybody who is a creative wants to find a way to express themselves. They want to find a good group of people who they can work with over a long period of time. And we have brought those people together in this 7-member group consisting of 4 vocalists, and the others are all musicians. Within that group itself, some of those musicians also play several instruments. So I want to let you know that from next week, Friday, we've already started. We already got the band rolling. Okay, we started last week with our debut performance at Soursop, and we will be performing next Saturday and this next Friday, that's the 25th of April. and also on the Saturday before Jazz and Creole. So you don't have to wait until that weekend. You can come out next weekend, see what we're made of, decide what are your favorite drinks, and come and enjoy the atmosphere and the ambiance of Portsmouth. Before I tell you goodbye and invite you to really make sure you put everything on your agenda, I just want to tell you who the members of the band are. They have been practicing for weeks, for hours. They've put their energy and effort into ensuring that whoever comes is going to be blown away by their performance. And you know, something that's unique about this band is that they are multi-generational. Our oldest member is 70 years old, and the youngest member is 28 years old. So I'm just going to mention their names and then invite you to come out. Winnie Niaba, she is one of our vocalists. Philip Bangi Thomas, he's our 70-year-old trailblazer. Danielle LaBelle Carbon Wilson, she is one of our vocalists. Boniface Coco James, he is the one that brings the tradition, the cadence, the zouk. Ian Charles, he's one of our shapeshifters in terms of the many instruments that he plays. Don Wallace, he is our beat keeper. And Kendall Beak, who is the one who makes sure everything sounds great. He's our sound engineer. Thank you very much for this opportunity, Dominica Festivals. We look forward to seeing you who are wherever you are in the world in Dominica. Come to Portsmouth. We've got great things for you. Thank you so much.
After that, if you do not want to attend the South Stop, there's God. Yes? So amazing things happening. And if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, at Southsop, the band members for Heartbeat, they're all from Portsmouth area, correct? So that's an amazing point to mention. Up next, let's talk forestry. The Jazz and Creole event is taking place at the Cabris National Park. The question is, what are our expectations when we get there? Are there rules and regulations for the use of the park? Let's find out all about it. For that, I invite to the podium Mr. Nigel Harv, representing the Forestry and Wildlife Division.
I first of all acknowledge Honorable Roland Rui, Parliament Representative for Cottage Constituency, Ms. Ayodela Andrew, Festivals and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority, the media, and of course, our listeners. As our colleague rightfully said, we are Jazz and Creole are, of course, in the national park, and of course, it have basic rules and regulations we also adhere within national park. Within the national park, it's simple. We are aware of it, so it's just a really to remind us, such as no littering. Please do not litter or throw the garbage anywhere. We have designated area to dispose of the trash, and of course, no smoking. Keep in mind we are in the dry season, and the Cabris National Park usually a dry area, so we have to try to prevent no smoking, and of course, no open flames also, and no pets. I mean, it may sound ridiculous, but people do bring pets, so we have no pets are allowed, and of course, we have to respect our wildlife. We have quite a bit of species of crabs and snakes up in the Cabris National Parks. They may want to join the festival, may want to do a little broken thing. So when they do join, do not crush them, do not stamp or do not kill them for us, please, because they are very play an integral role in the national park. And of course, we know there's a lot of activities, so we try to prevent unnecessary parking and parking on the grass and etc. It's a cultural site, yeah, a historical site. So we have quite a few monuments. So at least we have to try to keep the site pristine as possible. So keep the integrity of the national park alive. Of course, we have been for the last year we have been managing and doing the maintenance of the Cabrit National Park, so we all can enjoy the park. So during the Jazz and Creole, when you all do finish party, only thing to leave or to go with is the great memories. So I just thank you all for so very much for adhering to the basic rules and regulations for the national park. Thank you.
Short and sweet. Thank you very much, Mr. Ha. We look forward to dancing with the animals at the park doing jazz and Creole. We need to inform them that the date is May 4th. So that's on the Minister's Forestry. Please. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Now let's hear all the details about the Jazz and Creole Festival taking place on May 4th at the Caprice National Park. Just a reminder, we start at 2 p.m. We may end very late. I keep trying to push the bar, but let's see what happens. Miss Andrew?
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Recognize Honorable Roland Ray, Parliamentary Representative for the Cottage constituency, Mr. Nigel Have from the Forestry Division, Mr. Lester Roberts, Forestry Division, Jazz and Creole artists, our fringe events partners, and members of the media, invited guests, and all those of you joining us online. Okay, so, as Mr. Have said, the venue for the Jazz and Creole is the scenic, historic, and just very spectacular Fort Shirley, which is in the Cabrice National Park. And we aim to work with the Forestry Division as a partner in the preservation of that historic site. So Mr. Have gave some guidelines that we need to adhere to. So as we come to enjoy the events, we bear in mind that it's one of the things that keep us Dominica as a nature isle. So we must continue to preserve and protect it. So I'm going straight into what we will be going to Fort Shirley for, of course, which, as you know, we have launched our artists. You heard from one of our artists here today, and I am sure that you are intrigued, and I can guarantee you what you've heard today is just a taste of what you will get on Sunday, May 4th. We have the Swinging Stars Band, which is one of the oldest bands in Dominica. Signal Band, which is our electrifying, popular bouyon band. Colton T, who is a very dynamic and versatile artist. Of course, Abia Israel, who you heard from today. Mary Pascal, Shalina, Carlin XP, and Dominica's own Marie-Claire Giraud, who is a jazz opera singer. She will be gracing the Jazz and Creole stage. Etienne Charles from Trinidad, who is a master musician, trumpeter extraordinaire. And we have the reggae sensation Itana from Jamaica. This, along with our cultural entertainment from our various groups. And we guarantee you that with this lineup for the event, that you will have an immersive experience of jazz, Creole, and reggae all blended together with our Creole cultural heritage. And it will be a great experience for everyone. And part of that is also the food. We're starting at 2 p.m. So you can come hungry and explore the options that are available to you. You can have traditional local cuisine from fig and saltfish, seafood options, one-pot dishes, easy bites, and cakes, ice cream. We have treats for the kids, rum punches, cocktails. Take a journey on and have a culinary experience at Jazz and Creole. We have the Boutique Dominic, where you can shop for local treasures. And the Boutique Dominic features crafts and handmade jewelry and clothing. And the local, unique creations by our artisans. So, don't only look, shop as well. And that's at the Boutique Dominic. The theme this year is, of course, Sunset Creole Chic. I think most people know that. And if you don't, today I'm representing the backdrop for the sunset, which is sky and sea in my blue. And you can, have your wardrobe be inspired. Just pick a day, look at the sunset, and have that inspire your wardrobe. You can't go wrong. The spectrum is so wide, you just can't go wrong in representing the theme for this year. And if you feel that you don't want to dress in the theme, feel free. It is not compulsory. We invite everyone to come to Jazz and Creole. The VIP experience, we have an elevated experience at Jazz and Creole. So there is dedicated parking and shuttle service, seating, exclusive cocktails available, delectable bites for you, and, front row seats to not so much sitting, a front row experience for the main stage performances. And we have something else for you at Jazz and Creole. To those aspiring for Miss Dominica, there will be a Miss Dominica booth at Jazz and Creole. So as registration is open, but you can come to the Miss Dominica booth, have an interaction with the reigning Miss Dominica, and learn more about the pageant. There is Jazz and Creole, of course, is a family event. So we have a dedicated zone for children. We have the kids zone, which is fun for the entire family, not just for the kids. There's bouncing castle, face painting, arts and craft, lots of games and snacks and for the kids. And it's you can spend quality time with your family in the kids zone. The shuttle service, which I know many people value because, of challenges of parking. So there you can park your vehicle in the Portsmouth area and get a shuttle from Portsmouth to the entrance into the Cabrits at the Moroccan Hotel, and from there get a shuttle straight on to Cabrits at the base of Fort Shirley. And once you've gone through the ticketing process, then a shuttle takes you all the way up to Fort Shirley, right in the setting for your Jazz and Creole experience. The shuttle is available from 12 noon. So if you want to get to the venue early and chill, spend some time with your family, take photos in that scenic venue, you can do that from 12 noon. There will be entertainment as you're coming in at the ticket area to get you ready for when you get to the top. And for Jazz and Creole, as Monel and Marcella said, it's a Portsmouth experience. Make it a weekend in Portsmouth. If you are in Dominica, do a staycation. If you're visiting, just book your holiday to stay in Portsmouth. There are fringe events that you can attend. We have the Jazz in Paradise, Jazz and Arts in Paradise on the Saturday. And for where to stay, you can go to our website, dominicafestivals.com, click on where to stay, and you can see options of accommodation available in the Portsmouth area for you to enjoy your weekend. Explore, Dominica, you can go on the Indian River and go snorkeling and explore the region around the Syndicate Trail, the Syndicate Waterfall. There are many options for you to do in the area. Ticket information, because you need to get to the venue. You have general admission tickets in advance, $160. At the gate, it's $200. So I encourage you to get your tickets early. For teens 13 to 17, tickets are $75. These are only available at the gate. Children 12 and under are free. And for the VIP, the tickets are $350. Tickets for the VIP are available online and at DDA office only. And our ticket vendors are Deepex in Roseau, Bullseye Pharmacy in Goodwill and Picard, and Water's Edge Restaurant in Portsmouth. Tickets are available online at dominicafestivals.com. So I look forward to seeing you all in the crowd at Jazz and Creole, and that you all will have a great experience. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Make it a jazzy evening.
Thank you very much, Miss Andrew. We're definitely looking forward to jazzing things up this evening all the way on to May 5th when we drop the curtains on the Jazz and Creole experience in Dominica. If you're planning to come to Dominica for Jazz and Creole, don't worry, we've got you. We have expanded our air access to Dominica. So think, you're in America right now, you can hop on American Airlines from Miami, come to Dominica. If you're in Newark, New Jersey area, then United Airlines is the option for you. In the region, there's Win Air, Intercaribbean Airways, Caribbean Airlines, Sunrise, and Liat 2020. And if you want to opt for a boat ride, then RFS Express des Îles is a great option if you are in St. Lucia, Martinique, or in Guadeloupe. Now, the plan is to stay in the north of Dominica for the Jazz and Creole experience. And who better to present on what's happening in the north than the parliamentary representative for the Cottage constituency? And by the way, the Cabritz is within his constituency, so kudos to Mr. Roland Royer for this one. Please let's welcome him to the podium.
Thank you, Monel. You should have said that you are also from the Cottage constituency, right? Let me recognize Ms. Ayodele Andrew, Festival and Events Manager of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Nigel Have, Acting Assistant Forester, Jazz and Creole artists, Jazz and Creole Fringe partners, members of the media, other invited guests, viewers tuning live on DBS and Carrier FM. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Well, it's the time of year again when the rhythm and jazz meet the soul of our Creole culture at one of Dominica's most anticipated events, Jazz and Creole 2025, hosted at the breathtaking Cabritz National Park. This annual celebration has become more than just a music festival. It's a powerful boost to our local economy, especially for businesses in the north. From Airbnb to restaurants, bars, and to operators, these events bring an incredible wave of patrons who will fill our guest houses, dine in our establishments, and explore everything that the north of the island has to offer. We must commend the Discover Dominica Authority and the Dominica Festival Committee for the outstanding and consistent work in planning this amazing event year after year. Their dedication and creativity have made Jazz and Creole bigger and better every single time, creating unforgettable experiences from both locals and visitors alike. But the fun doesn't stop at Cabritz. The North is alive and with a full lineup of fringe events happening in the days leading up to and after the main stage. So, we have on April 25th, Jazz on the Deck at the Almond Deck in Tukari. Also on April 25th, we have the Source of Jazz, as you heard earlier, at the Source of Band Grill. We have Caribbean Jazz at the Caribbean Lounge across the American Canadian School of Medicine on April 30th. We also have Jazz and Pan at Bedford Street, Portsmouth. That's on Thursday, May 1st. Also, we have Jazz Under the Stars at Borough Square on Friday, May 2nd. And again, on May 2nd, we also have Sauce Up and Jazz, right? Again, on May 2nd, at the Sauce Up Band Grill. And also the Tartan Reggae at the River at Manu's Cornerstone Band Grill. That's on Friday, May 2nd as well. We have Portsmouth Jazz and Culture Fusion at the NSC 1 Mile on Saturday, May 3rd. We have Jazz on the Beach at Public Beach Club on Saturday, May 3rd as well. Jazz at Sun Paradise Valley, Bonn on Saturday, May 3rd as well. Lots of vibes about there. Also have Jazz After Party at the Bell of the Sport Tartan on Sunday, May 4th. We have Breakfast Village at the Indian River Portsmouth on Sunday, May 4th and Monday, May 5th. And of course, at Tukari, Jazz Seafood Lime at Tukari Bay on Monday, May 5th. While you're in the North for the weekend, make it a full experience. Explore our natural wonders, take a boat ride along the Indian River, hike the hidden Tartan waterfall, marvel at the bubbling mysteries of the Cold Soufriere, soak up the sun at Purple Turtle, Bellel, and Tukari Beach, and discover our roots at the Kana Heritage Park. And of course, you can't come to the North without treating your taste buds. Indulge in some of the island's best cuisine at the Seabird Restaurant at Purple Turtle, also at the Purple Turtle Beach Club, also at Sauce Up Band Grill. We have the Bellel Beach Spot at Tartan, Roots Rock Restaurant and Bar at Tartan. We have Manu's Cornerstone Bar and Grill, the Almond Deck at Tukari Bay Bar and Grill, and of course, keeping it real. So bring your appetite and get ready to soak up the vibes of jazz. Creole 2025. Let's celebrate music, culture, community, and commerce right here in the heart of Dominica, the North. So see you at Cabrits and all across the North. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, Minister Roye. We cannot say that your constituency does not have vibes. It has vibes. All right. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the same visitor I mentioned earlier, who walked in wide-eyed and curious, now leaves with a heart full and phone full of photos by the canons, snapshots of the Creole sunset chic fashion, selfies mid-bite into a smoky fish and fried plantain, their handmade jewelry from Boutique Dominic glimmers in the afternoon sun, and that bold outfit they bought, already worn and already loved. They've tasted the island. They've felt the rhythm. They've moved by the music and by the magic of jazz and Creole. They've completed their survey with a smile, raved about the warm hospitality from jazz and Creole before heading out. And then they hit share, posting their stories using the hashtag Jazz and Creole, hashtag Dominica, hashtag Mass Dominic, or rather hashtag Dominica Festivals, and tagging Dominica Festivals, because moments like this are not just meant to be remembered, they're meant to be relived. And for that, I want to extend a sincere thanks to all of you presenters for being here today, to the artists, our fringe event organizers, and our tourism stakeholders. Thank you for helping us to gear up for the 13th edition of Dominica's Jazz and Creole. Now, we invite you to book a weekend stay in the North, attend the fringe events, explore the island's untouched beauty, experience the cuisine, the culture, and the charm of Dominica. And while you count down to Jazz and Creole on May 4th, start planning ahead, because the rhythm doesn't stop there. The World Creole Music Festival takes place October 24th to 26th, and that, of course, 3 nights of pulsating rhythms. And then Mass Dominic 2026. This year was amazing, so next year is going to be better. Will take place February 16th and 17th next year. So come for the Bacchanal and stay for the beauty of Dominica. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Remember, Jazz and Creole is calling, and you have one choice, one thing to do. answer it. So until then, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Monel Alexis. It has been my pleasure serving as your guide for this press conference. We resume to our press conference on Thursdays as of next week. Tomorrow is Holy Week. We want to keep the day holy. We thank everyone for coming, and until then, thank you very much, and do have a wonderful evening. Remember, keep it jazzy. Yes. Guys, appreciate it. Thank you.